Hi, how are you all today? It's 2 o'clock. I'm live in Ultra U Facebook group. And last week, my friend Elaine was here and she shared a recipe with me that I've been wanting to make, and I thought I would share it with you. First time making it. So I included the ingredients that you will need this morning in the Facebook group, and I'm looking for my recipe. I have to hold you up because my tripod's not working right. I wrote down notes. So I've got a half a cup of quinoa, and because I take it out of the package, I couldn't remember if it was rinsed or not. So I rinsed it, and then I sat it on a paper towel to drain. So we're gonna put that in the bowl. And then we have 1 cup of nuts and seeds. And I chose cashews, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, poppy seeds. I'm trying to think what else I threw in there. But anyway, you get the idea. Do the ones you want. If you want peanuts or almonds. And while I was waiting for 2 o'clock to come along, I Googled Quinoa Brittle, and there are so many recipes. And the one I'm staring at on my computer right now has chocolate on it, which I didn't prepare for, but easy enough to add the chocolate. So you bake this mixture that we're making, and then while it's baking, you melt the chocolate, and then when it comes out, you pour it over top. So let's get busy. Here's the quinoa's in the bowl. We're gonna add the nuts. Oh, I put some hemp seed in there too. I can see it now that I did that. Let me see if I can get you down far enough. Next thing it calls for is 1/3 cup of oats, and I like to use gluten-free oats, but whatever you have is fine. And then 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and I'm thinking those probably help hold everything together, because just like flax seeds, they act as an egg in things. That's it so far. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. But before I start putting liquid in, I'm going to put the complete powder in. And if you want to know more about complete powder, just put it in the comments. Complete is what I use to make my smoothie every day. This is the vanilla. And it's called complete because it's got the right amount of carbs, protein, and fat for a meal. And I've been drinking this every morning for 20 years. It's soy, but it's a good kind of soy that is water washed and not overly processed, and then it has lots of fruits and vegetables and good stuff in it. It's more than just protein. So I put that in with the dry ingredients. If you have a different kind of protein powder that you like, go for it. I like this one because no preservatives, no colors, numbers, no gluten, no whey, totally vegan. And that's how I like to have it. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I've been buying my salt at, how much do I need? 1/4, sorry. I've been buying my salt from a place called Bulk Foods. It's also where I get a lot of my nuts and seeds if I can't find them at Trader Joe's. And like we all like, it just comes to the door. All right. I don't usually cook with oil, but this is the first time I'm making this recipe, so it's got a tablespoon of coconut oil in it. We need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add that in with the coconut oil so it doesn't get stuck. So I was assuming that I had to melt it. It didn't say that in the recipe, but I melted it. So I'm going to drizzle that in there. And then the maple syrup is gonna go in there. And if you want to make it savory, you can add garam masala, everything bagel seasoning, or some chili powder, Chinese 5-spice. Get creative. That's what I say. So my other favorite place to go shop is at the Colonel at Findlay Market for my spices. So I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala in there. And what is garam masala, you may be asking? I should have put that in with the dry stuff. It's a combination of cumin, some kind of chilies that I've never heard of, d'arbol, cloves, bay leaf, cinnamon, and ginger. So a little on the savory side. So then we're just gonna mix this up. There's not a whole lot of liquid in there. We emptied everything out. I'm gonna stir it up with the spatula and then spread it in my prepared baking sheet. I have a 10 by 13 baking sheet, not as big as my probably 17 by 12 or something baking sheet, because I didn't know how much this was going to make. So it's almost like making granola, don't you think? So I think it's pretty mixed up. I didn't know if, usually I use water, or applesauce, or bananas in place of oil, but I thought maybe the coconut oil also with the chia seeds held these bars together, so a tablespoon of oil isn't too bad. All right, all mixed up. Baking sheet, the way you get your parchment paper to stay in there is just crunch it up like that. Sorry for the noise. You can wet it, and then it will stick on better. I think it'll be all right. And then we're just gonna dump this on there and spread it around. It bakes for 15 to 30 minutes at 325. What I thought I would do is bake it for the 15, pop it out, score it with a really sharp knife, and then finish the baking. And that way it'll pop apart easier when it's done. Oh yeah, I wouldn't have wanted this in a bigger cookie sheet, that's for sure. And just spread it out evenly everywhere. I hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's how they say it on the Over the Rhine CD, Cincinnati, Ohio. I listened to that on the way to Virginia. I hadn't heard it for a while. It's so good. Their album about winter and blood oranges, if you've ever heard them before. And here we go. Finish this up. I hope I'll come back and show you the finished product when it comes out of the oven. And hopefully it's something that you'll try. And if you want more direction, just like I said, Google Quinoa Brittle and you'll find all kinds of recipes. This is the hardest part of the whole recipe, getting it even in the pan so we don't get any burnt edges. All right. Hope you enjoyed this session. I promise I'll be back next week. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Denise. Oh, gosh. I haven't done this for a while. Bring them on the video. What the heck? Ask Teresa to join the live broadcast. Ooh. Send invite. Denise. Bring them on the... Send invite. I didn't know you could do that. Unable to add guests. They can't be added to your broadcast while a user is connecting. Teresa must be connecting. Or I'm connecting. Who knows? Anyway, we'll see if she comes on. Bring them on video. Okay, I guess they're not coming. I guess I didn't do it correctly. I will see you all on the next session of Cooking with Susan. In the kitchen with Ultra Marathon Grandma. Oh, and by the way, I am healing up from my Achilles rupture. Not sure that I'll get back to the ultra phase, but I got a 10K I'm doing. Hi, Jamie. 10K I'm doing in just a couple of weeks. November 16th, if you want to be thinking about me. And I did a 4-miler for the Queen Bee, which I had to cancel myself out of the Queen Bee last year. So coming back slow but sure. I've been in the woods with Jamie. Just ask her for the last 2 Thursdays, and it's been great. All right. Keep on keeping on. Bye.